Hi everyone, it's Grace from Esri. In this video, we will follow the Create a Project tutorial in ArcGIS Pro. You'll learn how to create a project showing wilderness data, make a layer from a selected feature, and use geoprocessing tools to clip a layer. You can follow the full written instructions for this tutorial in the ArcGIS Pro documentation. Let's get started. I've opened ArcGIS Pro and signed in to my ArcGIS Online account. We'll start by creating a new project using the map template. Replace the default project name with San Bernardino Mountains and click OK to create the project. We'll locate our area of interest using the Locate tool. Search for San Bernardino Mountains and select the entry for San Bernardino Mountains, California, USA. The map zooms to the San Bernardino Mountains and a highlighted temporary marker is placed. On the Map tab, click New Bookmark and create a bookmark named SB Mountains so we can return to this extent later in the tutorial. Back in the Locate pane, we'll search for San Gorgonio Mountain so we can add a graphic to the highest peak in the San Bernardino Mountains. Click the San Gorgonio Mountain entry to add a temporary marker to the map. To add a permanent graphic, under ArcGIS World Geocoding Service, right-click the entry in the Locate pane and click Add Graphic. We can see a new graphics layer has been added in the Contents pane. Map graphics are different from features because they only exist on the map, have no corresponding dataset on disk, and do not have attributes. When we close the Locate pane, we can see that the temporary marker disappears and the selected graphic remains. Let's change the default graphic symbol. On the Graphics tab, expand the symbol gallery and select the triangle 3 symbol. Clear the selection to see the new symbol on the map. Open the graphics layer properties, change the name to San Gorgonio Mountain, and click OK. The layer name is now updated in the Contents pane. Return to the SB Mountains bookmark, open the map properties, and change the map name to San Bernardino Mountains. Let's update the map to use the Imagery Hybrid base map. We'll enrich the map using data from ArcGIS Living Atlas, which is a curated collection of trusted content that is accessible across ArcGIS. Click Add Data and select Living Atlas. Search for USA Federal Lands and add the layer to the map. If we click the green Forest Service feature, we can see the pop-up identifies it as part of the San Bernardino National Forest. The layer covers all USA federal land, but our area of interest is just the San Bernardino Mountains, so we'll create a new layer containing only this feature. On the Map tab, enable the Select tool and click the Forest Service feature to select it. In the Contents pane, confirm the USA Federal Lands layer is selected, go to the Data tab, and click Layer from Selection to create a layer containing only this feature. We can now remove the original layer from the Contents pane. Open the layer properties and rename the new layer to San Bernardino National Forest. On the Source tab, we can see the data source URL shows the path to the original ArcGIS Living Atlas layer. When we created the selection layer, we did not create new data, but rather a different representation of the same data. Right-click the layer, click Zoom to Layer, and create a new bookmark named SB National Forest. Drag the San Gorgonio Mountain graphics layer above the National Forest layer so the mountain draws on top. Before updating the layer symbology, let's save a custom color to represent the Forest Service land. In the Contents pane, right-click the Forest Service symbol and click Color Properties. Here we can see the red, green, blue, and transparency values for the Forest Service color. If we click Save Color to Style, we can use the same color after updating the Symbology method. Name the color Forest Service Green, click OK, and click OK again to close the dialog box. The color is now added to your personal style file called Favorites, making it available in every project. Right-click the San Bernardino National Forest layer and open the Symbology pane. Since there's only one feature in the selection layer, let's change the Symbology type to single symbol. Right-click the default symbol to open the color palette, and under Favorites, select Forest Service Green. Next, we'll add a layer of critical habitat areas. Click Add Data and click ArcGIS Online. Search for Southern California Critical Habitat, press Enter, and click OK to add the layer to the map. Click the Explore tool and click any of the critical habitat features to get information about the feature. Right-click the SoCal Critical Habitat layer in the Contents pane and click View Metadata. The metadata opens in a catalog view. In the description, we can see that the layer was clipped from a layer on Living Atlas. Close the catalog view and rename the layer to Southern California Critical Habitat. The Critical Habitat layer covers all of Southern California, which is more data than we need for our area of interest. On the Analysis tab, click Pairwise Clip to open the tool in the Geoprocessing pane. Set the input features to the Critical Habitat layer, the clip features to the National Forest layer, change the output feature class name to SBNF Critical Habitat, and run the tool. We can now remove the original Critical Habitat layer. Right-click the layer in the Contents pane and open its attribute table. The table contains 14 rows, each corresponding to a feature. Close the attribute table and make the catalog pane active. Expand the Databases container and expand the San Bernardino Mountains geodatabase to see the new feature class. All the critical habitat features appear in a dark orange color. Let's assign a unique symbol to each feature according to its species type. To make sure the layer symbology stands out, we'll first apply transparency to the base map. Make sure the World Imagery layer is selected, click the Tile Layer tab, and set the transparency to 25%. Right-click the SBNF Critical Habitat layer and click Symbology. Change the primary symbology to unique values and make sure Field 1 is set to species type. Click the Color Scheme drop-down arrow and check the Show Names checkbox. Scroll down to the bottom of the list and select the Set 1 5 Classes color scheme. In the Symbology pane on the Classes tab, click More and uncheck Include All Other Values to remove the gray All Other Values symbol. Back in the Contents pane, right-click the Mammal Symbol class and click Select Features in this class to highlight them on the map. Right-click the layer, click Selection, and click Zoom to Selection to zoom to the extent of the Mammal Symbol class features. Clear the selection. Click one of the critical habitat features representing mammals to view its pop-up. You can use the same technique to get information about birds, fish, and other species. For more detailed steps, follow the full written tutorial in the ArcGIS Pro documentation, linked in the description for this video.